Fuck. It's hot as shit today, man. It is fucking hot today, man. It's a fucking hot one out here, guys. I sound like a weather reporter. That's what I'm gonna start this week's episode with. I'm gonna start with the weather. Hace calor. That means I don't know what it translates to exactly in Spanish, but I'm gonna give you my interpretation. Hace calor. I know that means it's fucking hot outside. Man, this shit is crazy. It turned up the heat real quick. It's 90 degrees currently where I'm at in Philadelphia. I don't know where you're tuning into this podcast from, but currently where I'm at right now, it's unusual outside. If I didn't have to do the podcast today, I'd be staying my black ass in the house, under some air conditioning. We don't have quiet AC here in the Dopest podcast studio, unfortunately. We do got over 2,000, 3,000 to be exact, BTUs in this motherfucker. Don't get it fucked up. Don't get it twisted and misconstrued and fucked up. We got BTUs in here. It's just not quiet, so I can't have that shit on while it's while we in here recording, while we in productions right now. And that's just the consequences, right, of being one independent podcaster, an underground podcaster, up and coming podcaster. This is one of the struggles. This is one of the sides of the games that they don't tell you about, man. Where the fuck am I gonna record this week? Now, thankfully, my friends is rich, and I don't gotta worry about where to record. I got a place to record every week. Fortunately for me, everybody doesn't have that luxury, man. But I got a rich friend. Not to blow their spot up like that and nothing like that, but it ain't really no secret no more. I got some rich friends, so I don't got to worry about where to record every week. Thankfully. But that is something, if you trying to get into this podcast and shit, that is something to consider, man. Well, not really, because I started in my bedroom. I mean, this is just podcasting is not really something that you gotta put a lot of. I mean, it costs. Like when you're doing it right, it fucking costs. It costs a lot from production. You really need a team. It's really amazing what I'm doing on here, but it starting off to get in on this shit is very basic. You can do this shit from your room, your basement. I think it's a stigma with podcasters that they still live in their mom's basement. I think that is a stigma with podcasters. I think it used to be for gamers, but I think that stigma kind of transformed over to podcasters too. I don't know. Hit me up. AskTheDopestPodcast@gmail.com. Hit the email. Do you think that stigma has also gone to podcasters, that they live in their mom's basement and all they do is podcasts? Just like gamers. You remember that stigma? I don't think that's really it anymore because of YouTube. Everybody thinks if you're a gamer, you can make a ton of bread recording yourself on YouTube and streaming on Twitch. So I don't think that stigma exists anymore with gamers. The gaming industry is way older than podcasting, I believe. Because podcasting is way different than radio, so I don't know when radio is probably way older than video games. I'm not speaking from any knowledge here, and you guys got a pardon. I think somebody's doing some landscaping outside, so bear with me on that shit. But podcasting is fairly new. It hasn't been proven that everybody can make money from this shit. It's not like a thing that people are running to. Well, I guess it is. I mean, if you're famous already, yeah, people are running to this industry, trying to get some quick advertising money. I see that, but it's not like the average person like me thinks that they can do this shit. I don't think. That's just me. That's my interpretation of it. And I think that stigma has transferred from gamers to podcasters, that they live in their mom's basement. I don't live in my mom's basement. I do live in my mom's middle room, though. So I'm working on getting out of that shit. It's funny. Jaden's about to have a bigger room than me. My younger brother is about to have a much bigger room than me. Not much. We live in the hood, but But I figure I'm not gonna be there that long anyway. I'm not in any rush to move out. I'm still preparing. But what's the point of me moving into a bigger room if I'm not gonna be there that long? He's gonna be there longer than me. Well, hopefully not. Like, the plan is to get everybody the fuck up out of there. I mean, the goal is to well, I'm not gonna break everything down, but I would like, if things were to go well for me right now, I would like for my whole family, meaning the people that I live with right now, currently, including my sister and my little brother, I would like for us to move somewhere far away, in a big ass house, and it's like we all start over. I mean, start life over again. I would like that for us. Not saying that I want to get away from my family or anything. I love my family, but I kind of feel like shit's been getting monotonous. I've been tired of seeing the same shit. It sounds like I need a vacation, but I don't. Well, in my opinion, I just came off a vacation. But in Instagram's opinion, I should be going on vacation every month during the summer, according to Instagram. But I don't got it like that. So, but I am planning on going somewhere else before the summer ends. But and I'll get into that in a little bit. But I was actually trying to transition into the intro song, but I still kind of wanted to talk about what I was talking about before. But I can't really remember because cannabis fucks you up that way, man. You'll be talking about something, and if you have ADHD like me, you'll start talking about a million other things, and then you'll forget what you were actually talking about. And then you're like, damn, that was really a really good conversation I was having right there. And I do this by myself now, so I don't have anybody to remind me, hey, Nas, you were talking about this. Get back on track. I probably do need somebody in here with me. Maybe not talking most of the time, but like keeping shit on track, making sure I don't miss anything like that. But then again, there is a benefit of recording in seclusion. Like I don't know, maybe I am a little bit more vulnerable on here, talking about a lot more stuff when I believe that I'm by myself, but I'm actually editing and putting it out for everybody to hear. So it's kind of weird that way. But I think I feel like the better conversations come when I'm having them with myself, like working shit out in my head. I think I figure shit out faster that way too. Like when I don't have everybody else's opinion like coming, and I don't necessarily like don't want other people's opinion on shit, but it's like it clouds my judgment sometimes. Oh yeah, there were some kittens up here earlier, man. I was gonna let them chill up here with me. The studio's looking nice, man. Got some nice little chairs in here, man. This is it's a nice addition. It's looking good in here. But I had to kick the kittens out because they started chewing on some cords. And we can't have nothing fucking up productions, man. So I think they're clawing at the door or something like that downstairs. I think that's what that noise was. I tried to give another group of cats a chance, man. But cats don't ever want to chill with me, man. Maybe it's my aura. Maybe cats just don't like my overall vibe as a person. And that's cool, because I'm not fucking with y'all neither then. Like I say every week, I love what loves me. If cats aren't fucking with me, I don't have no problem being off cats. Fuck cats. Matter of fact, I'm going to make it my business, since y'all want to scratch and bite cords and shit like that. When I see one of y'all motherfuckers crossing the street, I'm going to speed up. How about that? Now we at war. I'm at war with a whole species. Like, I'm not even worried about niggas at this point. I be in the house and doing podcasts for the most part. I'm at war with domestic animals. Fuck them, man. Fuck them. Fuck domestic animals. They entitled. They two-faced. 1 minute they love you, then the next minute they don't. And they fucking greedy. They always want more. No matter what you do, it's never good enough for these domestic animals. So fuck cats, fuck dogs. Oh, going through it right now, man. He's got a dog in his house that he doesn't want. He's got a dog, a big ass dog in his house that he doesn't want, man. The rest of his family loves. So it's kind of like, damn, my family loves this big ass dog, but I hate it. I hate the way he smells. I hate the way I just hate him as a whole. Like, he hates his face. He be like, look at this nigga, look at this dumb ass face, man. Nigga shitting all over the place. Well, he got to stay outside now. You know. If anybody's looking for a German Shepherd though, because I don't know if he's staying or not. Because he's not even allowed in the house at this point. Like, he got to stay outside right now, I believe. So if anybody's looking for a German Shepherd Chow Chow mix, reach out, hit the email, askthedopestpodcast@gmail.com, because it's about to be a wrap for that nigga, man. You know, or maybe not, because it looked like Ocean moving back in. His dog's name is Ocean. I don't know what's going on, man, but I know O's not happy about it, and I just be laughing, man. Could you imagine, just imagine having a big ass creature in your house that you don't want. You got to spend money on them, and you got to smell them. You got to deal with them. You got to hear them. That's how I feel about that fucking cat that I got in my house right now. The little bitch, like to bite and scratch and shit. But then back to the two-faced greedy shit. When they hungry, they rubbing up against you all soft and shit. They not biting. They want to purr and shit like that. No, fuck out of here. Fuck you, nigga. Fucking nut-ass cat. Fuck the cat, man. Fuck a cat. Fuck a dog. Fuck a frog. And a bog. The fuck is a bog? I think it's a body of water or some shit like that. And like a swamp or some shit like that. So it actually made sense and it rhymed. Shout out to me, man. Let's get into this episode, though. I'm going to play some music. Let's play some music. Whoa. Throwing $1 million drops around. 1,000 ways splashes, bitch, scribble down. Keep shit 100, niggas is the same. A whole clip of your brain.
Have an understanding of Africa, meaning Western Europe. By that fusion.
Let's go. Dopest Podcast. The Dopest Podcast, episode 8. We back in the building. Thank you. You're far too kind. What you are now witnessing is just my thoughts. Right or wrong. I'm the creator of dope shit. The pro waiver. The scientist. I think I might talk about the scientist shit this week, because it might be some of y'all listening that don't understand what I mean when I call myself the scientist. I am actually a scientist. I practice a specific sect of science. I do. There's no other way to put it. There's no other way around it. I am a scientist. That's on my jacket. Fuck y'all talking about? Scientist is on my jacket. Let's do word of the week real quick before we do anything else, man. Word of the week is condescending. We going use that as the word of the week, because I'm tired of people speaking to me with condescending tones. You know, look the word up, condescending, and don't use that tone with me, man, because I hear it, I see it, and you can only not give a fuck, but for so much, you know. So when I usually hear the condescending tones, you know, the slick shit, I usually just be quiet. I won't respond. Like in the moment, shit. Like when I hear it, like I won't say shit. I'll just sit there, blank. Cause what am I gonna respond to it? Act like I didn't hear it? Cause the only way I'm gonna respond to it is negatively, right? And I'm not a negative person. I don't put negative energy out there. At least I don't think. I don't intentionally do it. If I do, check me on it, but I don't. I don't believe I do. So when I hear the condescending tones, when I feel it, when I feel a condescending energy, I don't know. I'm probably continue to do the same shit, but I would like for it to stop. Everybody's out here trying to accomplish the same thing. Success. Everybody's trying to be successful. Yes. Some people are going about it multiple different ways. You know, everybody's doing their own thing. You know, I'm just tired of people trying to handle me like I'm not me. You know, like I don't have a specific set of skills like Liam Neeson. Technical skills, you know. I'm not talking about no violent shit. You know, but I'm Liam Neeson when it comes to this kind of shit. Could damn near do everything. You know, I definitely tried a lot of shit. Anything you've ever seen me did was my best effort. All I do is try to do my best whenever I do shit. You know, so my time gonna come, man. I know it is. You know, I don't doubt that at all. Like I'm not confident in myself. You know, it's just I don't know if people know how confident I am in myself because I allow them to say certain shit. You know, but that's just I'm a passive dude, man. Like shit don't even be that deep to snap over. You know, it's like shit don't even be that deep. I just let niggas have it. Niggas and bitches, just let them have it, man. You got it. You know what? You got that. That's how it be in my head. Like, damn, this nigga really said this to me like that. Bitch really talking to me like that. Damn, I'm thinking that in my head. Like, damn. All right, you got that shit. That's how it be, man. I don't know, man. Should I start saying something? I don't know, man. I don't know. I just let shit be, man. Just continue to stay on my square and keep doing my thing. Just keep pushing forward. Keep pressing. You know. Welcome back, though, guys. Welcome back. I hope this fucking lawnmower outside isn't completely bothering you guys, man. But it's annoying me for damn sure. I don't really. I think I haven't seen any lawns. Like there's no lawns out here. Where the fuck is this nigga cutting? Like the block that I'm on right now, nobody has grass in front of that shit. Nobody. What the fuck is this nigga cutting right now? Maybe a backyard? I don't know. I haven't been in many people's. I haven't been in anybody's fucking backyard. I'm about to lie. I ain't been in nobody's backyard on this block. Not even the place I'm in right now. Last night though, I went to a open mic at Attic Brewing. It's in Germantown on Berkeley Street. Yeah, shit is open now, man. That shit was popping in there. I didn't do the open mic. I wasn't on stage. I know you guys like, oh shit. I bet you did a great job. They was ready. Y'all was ready to give me my flowers, wasn't y'all? I know. Thank you. But yeah, that wasn't me up there. I was actually in the crowd, watching them niggas bomb. Yeah, man, I got to see the other side of that shit. You know, that shit ain't for everybody, dog. That shit is not for everybody. When you get up there, and I haven't done it, you know, I haven't done it, but I notice when people get up there, They sound nervous, and these weren't actual comedians. So this was like people from the neighborhood. Shout out to Uncle Daddy. Nigga talking about him and his brother got the same bitch pregnant. So he's known as Uncle Daddy. This shit was funnier when I was drunk. Yes, I was drinking last night. Did you hear the name of the place that I went to? It's called Attic Brewing. Of course, I was drinking. You hear me? The drunkest podcaster you know.
Are we live?
Yes, sir. We got there, and Attic Brewing is apparently different from Attic, the actual event space. So there's a place called Attic, right? And then there's Attic Brewing that I've been to that place before. Like I've got drinks and had food in there before, but they're apparently their food is also a different place, which is Deke's Barbecue. Their food was so fucking good, man. They got great bar food, and I've only been to one bar, which is that bar, and one in Columbia. I haven't been to many bars, but got some food, chicken tenders. Got the smothered wedges. I think they were called smothered. I'm not sure on that. I think I'm just naming it something. But it had like chili on top of it, cheese, some other shit. It was really good. I'm not really a beer guy. Like that was a brewery, right? Like I noticed that about myself. I don't really like the way that shit tastes. But if you don't have water, it's good to chase something with a beer, but that's also gonna get you drunk too. And goddamn, I sound like a fucking alcoholic on here. Well, I told you guys last week. I told you what the fuck was going on in my life. But yeah, man, as far as that open mic, Uncle Daddy was funny when I was drunk. You know, I was 2 shots in a beer. So Uncle Daddy was funny. There was also another chick that went up. She was from Indianapolis. Of course, she talked about her vagina, as all female comics do. I don't know what it is about female comics, but they feel like it's a prerequisite. Like, yo, you got to talk about your vagina on stage, man. Like, if you don't talk about your vagina, that's a bad set. It's like, no, we could do without that shit. Like, you don't have to tell me about how hard you queef in bed at night. Like, I don't want to hear that shit. Like, no, that actually sounds disgusting. I'm actually about to throw my food up. You know what I mean? Like, don't nobody want to hear about that shit, man. Even when dudes like make dick jokes, like I'm never laughing at dick jokes. Like that shit, that elementary shit is not funny to me. Or like that what's it called? What's that shit called? That shit that Martin Lawrence hosted. Why am I drawing a blank on that shit? Def Comedy Jam. I probably said that shit all wrong. But that shit, you know how most of them comedians came up there talking about, well, there's sexy ladies at the night. Like them niggas that was trying to get the women on their side and shit soon as they got up there. It's like, nigga, we see right through that shit. Well, I see right through that shit. You ever just get some pussy and like, come on, tell a joke, nigga. Like I don't think that shit be funny when like comedians talk about like sex and shit like that. Like that shit really don't be that funny to me. I don't know why. That shit just don't be that funny. No, I'm lying. It's this one joke that Mike Epps got on one of his specials when he was talking about like how loose these bitches pussies be and how they be getting it to get back tight again. Talking about how he poured like a cap full of vinegar in like a bathtub and shit, and snap that pussy back, snap it back together and shit. That was funny. That was funny how he set that up and set it and shit. That was funny. But I didn't think Eddie Murphy Eddie Murphy and Raw, he talked about like a lot of sex and shit like that in there. It's like that wasn't really that funny to me. It might have been because I was too young when I was watching it. I didn't really understand that shit too much. But because that might be it because I haven't revisited it yet. But I remember that shit wasn't really that funny to me, to be honest, like that. So I don't know, man. That's one of my weird quirks, however you say that shit. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention more about the me being a drunkest podcaster. You know, when I get drunk, man, and I come in the house. First of all, the drive home. I'm snitching on myself right now, but the drive home be so fire. There's no better feeling driving than when you on a little bit. You listening to the right music and shit. Don't drive drunk, people. Like, drink responsibly and shit. Take Ubers, man. Take a fucking Uber. You know, if you're not a professional driver like me, 'cause I drive for a living. You know, so I really do this driving shit. One of my greatest accomplishments ever. I drove home from college. Me and my friends from East Stroudsburg in a snowstorm with no wiper blades on the car. We have no windshield wipers. Windshield wipers was gone, and it was a snowstorm. So that's one of my greatest driving accomplishments ever, man. I got us home. We actually got home enough time to stop at Country Cooking, man. She was having a little special. I think it was a holiday special. We was home for some holiday, and she was having a holiday special, like $15 platters, and I got us there, man. We got right to Country Cooking, you know. Shout out to the Honda, man. Yo, the Honda's fucking invincible. I don't know if y'all know about that, but Hondas are fucking invincible, man. Like I put my baby through so much shit, and she ain't never failed me, you know. It's crazy. That's why I don't want to get rid of her. But I might trade her in. Hold on, Harrisburg is calling me.
Let's keep the Father's Day celebration going for the great dads of Northwest Philadelphia.
Man, Father's Day. Why is Harrisburg calling me, telling me to celebrate the great fathers of Northwest Philadelphia? My dad's not from Northwest Philadelphia. Nah, some funny shit about my dad, though. My dad is, as much as I know about him, he is a lot like me, from what I heard. And, well, I guess I've noticed that about him in some of our conversations that we had. But over this past week, he went to Miami, and he was fucking looked like he was in King of Diamonds and shit like that. And that nigga, he don't do nothing. He don't do shit like that. Like he don't do nothing like that. That shit was way out of character for him. I think one of his friends was getting married. Like he's having a bachelor party and shit. But that was funny as shit seeing him in that environment. But what was I talking about though? That shit kind of threw me off. Yeah, when I get drunk though, I kind of get obnoxious a little bit. Not towards people, but like when I get home, I'll play music at whatever volume. Like last night, I came home intoxicated. You know, I made it back safe, and I was playing all kinds of gangster shit. You know, I like to listen to music when I get in the shower, and I think, you know, I was so drunk last night. I listened to music, and I rolled up. You know, I was smoking for the nightcap. And as I was smoking, I was listening to music. You know, I'm in there rapping all loud and shit. I know I was loud because I'm loud, and when I start talking and shit, and I get passionate about some shit, I could get pretty loud. I know, but when I'm drunk, I know I'm loud. I know I could get loud. So I know I'm in there rapping all loud and shit. I came home one night drunk. I went to the range earlier that day. I had to clean my gun. I'm listening to all kind of gangster shit, cleaning the gun and shit. I'm on that. Yo, that was yo. I have so much fun when I'm drunk, man. But the next day be fucked up sometimes. Like I said, I don't really get hangovers like that. I don't ever get too hungover to where I got like a banging headache, like a crazy ass headache to where I can't do shit. I can't move and shit like that. I'm throwing up. I usually just had the shits the next day, depending on what I'm drinking. I usually just had the shits in the morning. Like I take like 3-4 shits in the morning after I drink. But if I'm drinking tequila, that'll fuck me up the next day. Like I remember when I used to work at Best Buy, my sister had a birthday party at the crib, and I got drunk as shit that night. That was around the time where I really, like, I knew what I wanted to drink. Like, cause I told you I never really drank like that. Like this, when I turned 21, this was the year. This is the year for me. I can go buy alcohol and shit now, you know. So I be drunk a little bit, but that's cool. But yeah, I started to, around that time. I knew what I wanted, you know, and I was drinking tequila around that time, and my shit was on angles the next day. Good thing I was still in training in Best Buy. I was still sitting there watching all them dumbass videos and shit. But yeah, I was fucked up, definitely. Didn't feel like myself afterwards. You see what I put myself through to entertain you guys, man? All right, guys, let's talk about a little NBA basketball. Yeah, man. Let's get into it. Let's first start off with my Sixers, man. Yes, they're my Sixers now. You know, even though they're losing, they're still my Sixers. You guys are fucking that money up, man. Big time. Jesus Christ. I'm watching the game, right? I don't watch the game in my house because I don't have cable at my house. I go over my friend's crib, my brother's crib, to watch that shit, right? He got all the channels. So we watching the game and shit. It's the fourth quarter. I don't know how many minutes it is in the fourth quarter, but the fourth quarter is in progress. I'm talking about the last game that the Sixers played. Because now it's 3-2, Hawks. So this is that game that I'm talking about. I'm watching the game, fourth quarter. These niggas is up by at least 25. I'll leave. You know, it's getting late. I don't want to be, like, I don't want to be outside if I don't got to. You know, I go over there and watch the game, then I be going home. And man, chill with my brother. We go watch the game, do what we got to do that day, and I go home. You know, I try not to be outside. So I'm like, oh, I can go home now. This game is over. These guys are up by 20-plus points. Over 21 points, which usually ends a street ball game, right? Over 21 points. So I leave. I go home. I'm like, all right, man, ain't no point in me sticking around here. This shit is over. I'll be back next time y'all play. You know? On the game 5. Oh, yeah, on the game 6, I mean. So these niggas fumble the bag and let these boys come back and beat them by 3 again. And one of the key aspects of the fourth quarter that we gotta pinpoint is they implemented Hack a Ben. Hack a Ben means they're gonna foul Ben Simmons at all costs. You wanna know why they're gonna foul Ben Simmons? Because his punk ass can't hit a fucking free throw shot to save his fucking life, because I guess it's pressure. He said it's a mental thing. And O was saying it was a mental thing back when he was only hitting one free throw. It's like, how are you constantly only hitting one free throw? And you always miss the first free throw and sink the second one perfectly. So that got to be a mental thing, right? And then we get to this series, because that was in the Washington series when he was doing that shit, that nut shit. So we get to this series, and this nigga's not making any free throws. I'm talking free throws that fucking count, that we need. And they had to sit him down. They had to sit him on the bench because they keep fouling this nigga, and he's giving away free points. You know, it'd be a different thing if he was actually making the basket, getting the and one. You know, that's 2 points right there. You miss one free throw, not too bad. But they're fouling you blatantly. Like, they don't care if they're in the bonus or not. They trying to get their hands on you because they know you gonna go to the line and fold up like a beach chair. So, I don't know, man. I don't know about these niggas. I feel like I was about to come in here and praise them because the game that I saw before that they won, that they blew these niggas out, I was about to come in here and say, yo, the Sixers is making slight work of these niggas. They making slight work of the Atlanta Hawks. But no, I got to come back here and retroactively shit on y'all because y'all did that dumb shit the other night. Now, I was shitting on Joel Embiid for that game that he went 0-12 in the fourth quarter and they lost by 3 because he was pretty much the difference in that shit. And it ain't like he was missing baskets and getting fouled. This nigga was right at the rim missing wide open layups. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas? Y'all panicking. Y'all in the playoffs. Y'all NBA players making millions of dollars. What the fuck? That's embarrassing. Of all, out of everything, this shit is embarrassing. I was about to come in here and congratulate Tobias Harris because he's been pretty consistent during the playoffs. But that last game, he played like dog shit. Can't believe these niggas did that, man. JoJo showed his ass that night. After he went 0-12, he showed his ass that night. And y'all still lost. Y'all niggas still fucking lost. Y'all was up 20 plus points well into the fourth quarter. You know how the quarter starts off with 12 minutes? It's at least 10 minutes in. These niggas was up something crazy. Y'all couldn't hold on to that? This nigga Ben Simmons was I think it was 4 for 14 or some shit like that. That's disgusting. Let me ask you this, nigga. Did you stream on Twitch that night? Or the night before? Because I think your priorities is fucked up. I know that nigga like to stream and play the video game and shit like that. It's playoff time, nigga. Ain't no time for that shit. You gotta prioritize, man, and strategize. I was also seeing some comments on one of these basketball pages, and they were saying that Doc Rivers is a known choke artist in the playoffs when it comes down to clutch games, and they about to lose this shit, or they could possibly win this shit within a few more points. Doc Rivers, he's a known choke artist. I don't watch basketball enough to know that shit. Y'all let me know if Doc Rivers, does he have any championships as a coach? That would be my question. What's the team he coached before? He coached the Clippers, right? Before the Sixers? He coached the Clippers. Yeah. They got it done. Yeah, he got a championship. Yeah, they got it done 1 year. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. With Kawhi, right? Right? That was with the Clippers, right? I know I ain't crazy. Yeah, that had to be it. What's it called? I saw this video. Chuck and Shaquille O'Neal was joking about where Ben Simmons is gonna get traded to. These niggas better not lose this shit, man, because they still have to win too. I'm so mad they in this position right now. They are so, like, what happened to the bench? The bench was so good. What happened?
Where he has been.
No.
All right, Charles, who you got?
Yeah.
He's either playing in China or Japan. China or Japan. We need to
That's not the name of the
more
team.
specific.
Guangdong Tigers.
Ni-hao! Ni-hao!
Yo, these niggas, if y'all watch this shit, these niggas be saying whatever they want on there, man. And I love that shit. I haven't seen nobody trying to cancel Shaq for that. This nigga just said, ni hao, ni hao, ni hao. He just said he's going to the Gangwon Tigers. I don't even think that's any Chinese vernacular. I think he just made that up. I love that, man. I love that comedies. I'm not gonna say it's back, but if nobody's tripping over that, that's a start. That's a fucking start. That was hilarious. And Ben Simmons, I don't know, man. You had enough time to prove yourself. This nigga's still not taking jumpers. Like niggas is playing defense against him and giving him all his real estate. They're like, yo, you can have that, my guy. Pull it. We'll live. We'll live, Ben Simmons. You can have that shot. Pull it. We're okay with you taking that shot. And how long has he been playing? It's like, come on, my nigga. You ain't got a mid-range jumper at least yet? I was watching the news, right? And some analysts, some sports analysts, apparently he went to, I don't remember his name. I just remember his credentials. He went to Temple University. He said, we've been watching Ben Simmons do this for some time, thinking that he was going to grow into a position as like a all-around scoring point guard. So we were looking at him as a work in progress. But what if this is actually just him? What if this is actually just the kind of player that he is? Like, yo, I'm not going to take a shot. I'm not even going to take a mid-range shot. I'm going to pass the ball, try to facilitate the best I can, and I'm going to try to get to the basket. I'm petrified of taking a shot. What the fuck is that? What kind of that's a mental illness. I'm not going to take a jump shot at all. But I'm a basketball player that's making millions of dollars a year. We're owed at least an attempt. Not we, but the Sixers as an organization. As much money as they paying this nigga, you should be attempting at least 5 jump shots a game. We'll start him off with that. Nigga, if you don't attempt 5 jump shots a game, it's $5 million coming off your contract tonight. We not paying for this. Nigga, you going 4 for 14 and not making free throws? We not paying for this shit. We losing on our investment, man. We trying to take this shit far, go to the championship. LeBron not in the playoffs. This is the perfect time to strike. You mean you don't got to deal with LeBron? Well, I don't know if they were really concerned about his old ass. I think they should really be concerned about Brooklyn. Them cheating ass niggas. Them cheating ass niggas in Brooklyn. Free tax, though. Free Taxstone. I wonder if Taxstone becomes free, will his podcast be as popular as it once was? I wonder, man. I'm definitely tuning in. But Joe Budden pretty much hopped on his nuts and stole his whole shit. You know, is Joe Budden still doing the pull up? If you're a Taxstone fan or a supporter, anything like that, you'll know that Taxstone, I think he actually shot an episode before this whole shit happened with this trial and shit like that. I think he actually shot an episode, but he did mention on the podcast that he's gonna start a series, an interview series called The Pull Up, where he's gonna interview artists in their city or in their environment. He's gonna actually pull up on them and do an interview with them. He said that out of his mouth, you know, and then he went down, and years later we see Joe Budden doing something called The Pull Up. He didn't change the name, nothing. He blatantly, I don't know, maybe he had a conversation with Taxstone. Maybe, I don't know. I'd actually want to know that as a fan before I shit on Joe Budden like that. But if Joe Budden did do that, then I believe that shit with Rory and Mal. I believe everything them niggas said. Fuck that. Nah, but how do I say this? I looked up the text. You know, he got me back into this shit. He made me want to do this shit again. So I looked up to that nigga. And it's sad to see him in this situation now. I heard from somebody that said he might have been snitching. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't want to put that on his jacket, but I did hear that somewhere. But who would he snitch on when he's the person that's his fingerprints was on the gun? You know, if you don't know about that whole shit that happened at Irving Plaza with between Taxstone and Troy Ave and Troy Ave's bodyguard, rest in peace to him. I believe his name was Banga. Rest in peace to him. You can find all that shit on YouTube. I don't know everything that go through everything, so I'm not even gonna speak on all that. But I do know enough to know that Taxstone is pretty much in a bad spot, you know, with all the evidence stacked up against them. I don't see what good snitching would do. I don't know what that would do for him. But I haven't even heard anything about anything moving forward with his case. That shit has just been stagnant. Like, that gotta fucking suck. Especially if you was locked up during Corona, man, and there was no court proceedings happening. And you just fucking sitting there stuck. Like, going crazy, man. That gotta fucking suck, man. I watched Drake's plane tour. That's goals. That shit look fire. You know, I used to just want a regular jet. You know, maybe a Lear jet. You know, a Gulfstream maybe. But Drake, he showed that it's possible to move presidential, man. It's possible. That's the same thing that Donald Trump flied around in. That's the same thing. That's the same plane that your current president, Joe Biden, I forgot his name, sorry. That's the same plane that your president flies around in. It's not technologically, like, militarily advanced like that plane, like Air Force One, but it is the same cabin space. Like, when we talking about luxury and comfort of travel, Drake is traveling in the same level as the president does, as a billionaire does that owns their own plane. I think Donald Trump actually owns one of those planes too. Shout out to the Don. 4 more years. But yeah, man, that's just fucking. It was beautiful seeing that shit. That shit got like 3 bedrooms on it. Niggas look like they was just on there chilling, man. Just living in the lap of luxury. And I can't wait to do that with my friends, man. That's the goal. That's the fucking goal. What else we got to talk about this week? What else? It is heating up in here. It is heating up. This is the side of the game that they don't tell you about. How hot it is podcasting. When you are an underground podcaster, it gets fucking hot if you don't have quiet air conditioning. Oh, they cracking down on all you niggas that's riding dirt bikes and ATVs and shit like that. They cracking down in Philly, man. They used to not be able to chase y'all. Now it's looking like they able to chase y'all now. I heard it's actually cops on dirt bikes now. I'm not a fan of the dirt bike shit. Maybe I'm corny. Call me corny. But that shit's fucking annoying. It's obnoxious. It's loud. Y'all fuck up traffic. It's bad all around the board. Slingshots is different. Like, they're basically cars. They have 3 wheels. They're kind of wide, so they kind of have to abide by all the rules of the road that a regular car does. But you niggas that can weave through traffic on them dirt bikes, and the four-wheelers and shit like that. Like, they're kind of wide too, but y'all still be doing dumb shit on them too. I'm glad y'all niggas is getting chased down now. We used to have to deal with that around here, recording a podcast. All you niggas riding down the street and shit on your fucking dirt bikes, making all that noise. I'm trying to record a podcast, nigga. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. You know? Maybe it's different if that's your only form of transportation. I mean, get it how you live, man. Like, if you don't got to get on the bus, if you riding that, fuck it. The bus sucks. Let's be honest. The bus fucking sucks. If I had a dirt bike, I'd ride that shit around too if I ain't have a car. I haven't been on the bus in so long, man. Like, last time I got on the bus was when that bitch broke my window out. She bust my window, and I took it to this window repair place on Germantown Avenue. I had to hop on the 23. I ain't had no fucking change. I had to get a bus driver $20. I ain't had no change on me. I ain't have a token. I don't think they do tokens no more. I ain't have a key card. I was ill prepared, man. Just gave that nigga $20. $20 to ride the fucking bus up the street. Fucking rip off. Why didn't you call Uber, Nasir? Why didn't you call fucking Uber? Because I didn't want to be fucking standing around waiting for Uber on Germantown Avenue. You know? I didn't want to do that shit. And the bus was coming. So, fuck it. I saw on the Instagram post that Meek Mill posted before we get off of this, because I saw that post about the bike life shit, like they cracking down on the shit. I saw Lil Uzi suggested that they build like a park and shit like that, like a dirt, you know them fucking ramps and shit like that for dirt bikes and ATVs and all that shit. They said they should build one of them in Philly. Well, and why not? Them niggas got enough money. But here's the thing: are they actually gonna do it though? Speaking of Philly, I don't know if you guys heard about the DollarBoyz. You guys heard about them? When I heard about the DollarBoyz, I think they were in their prime. A Dollar Boy went to my school. A nigga name was Dallas. He had a box fade, and he was excited about being a Dollar Boy. He was real excited about the shit. And I think it was that either like 7th or 8th grade year, a rumor came out that the leader of the Dollar Boy, I think he's the CEO of the dance troupe. His name is Tyree Dumas. Some information came out accusing him of possibly sexually assaulting, sexually molesting the boys and the DollarBoyz. He was fucking the DollarBoyz apparently, and we was kids at the time, so we teased Dallas about that. We said that he was getting fucked by the bull and shit. It was immature at the time, but I like to speak on the truth. I like to speak on everything that I know about a situation. That sounds like I'm snitching, but I'm gonna rephrase that. Not everything that I know about a situation. It's not that I like when I'm talking about some shit like this, some nasty shit like this. If I got some information on the shit, I'm gonna put it all out there, you know. And I'm gonna tell on myself too. If I might have said some shit that was out of line, I'm gonna speak on it. You know, I said that about the bull. I said that. Oh shit! Fucking fly in my cup. But yeah, that information came out. I know I went on a tangent there again, but that information came out a while ago about this dude. And I don't know if the parents that are still involved in this program didn't hear about it, He hasn't been convicted. I think the case might still be open, but he hasn't been convicted on anything. But that was still a rumor, and they still allowed them. Currently, this is currently happening. What I'm about to mention, they still allowed their children to be a part of this DollarBoyz organization, right? And he took them to the Dominican Republic, out of the country. I mean, where I haven't been to the Dominican Republic, so I can't speak on the shit. Big O-Star, Omar O-Star, he's been to the Dominican Republic before, and he said he's seen some shit like that out there before. Niggas go out there and live out their freakiest dreams, their freakiest, wildest dreams. You know, he said he seen people, he seen white people out there with like black people as like following them around like servants. They looking all get out in the face and shit like that. He said there's some weird, creepy shit going on out there in the DR. So currently, this guy Tyree Dumas and some photographer that was out there with them, they supposed to be shooting some music videos. I'm putting the air quotes up. They supposed to be shooting some music videos for the DollarBoyz, and he's booked along with the photographer for possible sex trafficking in Dominican Republic. You know, and the kids, as for the kids that parents allowed them to come out there from Philly to the Dominican Republic to do this shit, they're being held in protective custody in the DR. Child protective custody. I don't know what they saw. Let's play this video real quick. So maybe I can fill y'all in on some shit that I didn't say. I don't know what the law enforcement and the DR saw, but they felt like they saw enough or have enough evidence to lock this nigga up and put them in protective custody.
Half dozen people from Philadelphia are stuck in the Dominican Republic as a criminal investigation in child trafficking unfolds. 3 of them are juveniles. Action News investigative reporter Chad Perdelli has more on where this probe might lead.
Tyree Dumas is the CEO of the popular West Philadelphia dance troupe DollarBoyz, but he's also a man awaiting trial on child molestation charges. Now, Dominican Republic authorities
I told you that case still open.
Are investigating him, and he defends his actions in an exclusive jailhouse interview. Tyree Dumas tells Action News he traveled to the Dominican Republic last month. 4 members of his DollarBoyz group, a 12, 14, 15, and 18-year-old, and a videographer, Anthony Williams, soon followed, boarding the plane to the Caribbean island. The DollarBoyz CEO says they were there to shoot rap videos in a reality show for the group's brand, which claims on its website.
I hate that fucking DollarBoyz music. I hate that shit. That shit's so stupid and annoying.
To be the hottest and most popular dance group in Philadelphia. Dumas and Williams claim they're innocent.
They gave permission for their kids to be a part of the production, and none of their kids was harmed in any type, way, form, or fashion.
You know, what was going on or anything. They didn't read us our rights or nothing.
Both men are now jailed. Anthony Williams is shown here on the right. The 29-year-old says jail conditions are horrendous.
Nope.
I could imagine. Them niggas in Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic. I've seen videos of that place. It doesn't look the best. And I've watched that show on Netflix, Inside the World's Toughest Prisons. I feel like he's been in there before. It looked like that shit.
No toilets that flush. It's just a sewer hole in the wall. A hole in the wall.
I'm in fear for my son's life.
Darlene Jackson is Williams' mother. She says Williams thought this was going to be a great opportunity to videotape a rap performance. She's been working frantically to get him home.
Anthony told me to reach out to you.
Sending $3,000 to whom she believes is a Dominican lawyer.
He basically said, Madam, your son was basically at the wrong place at the wrong time with somebody who had some very bad charges.
That's because in 2017, Philadelphia authorities arrested Dumas and charged him with molesting 3 boys.
Yeah, why are they playing DollarBoyz music in the background of this shit? Long story short, this nigga's nasty, man. And he got them young boys out there jammed up because he was trying to jam them up. You know? Yeah. I don't know what they're going to do with that nigga out there, but hopefully they keep him. Bring everybody else back. Keep Tyree dumbass. Do we have anything else to talk about before we get out of here? This might be a short one this week. Yeah, that's it, man. I'm about to get out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Dopest Podcast, episode 8. I'm your host, Nasir Moss, the creator of Dope Shit. I will see you guys next week. And stay safe out there. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Leave a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe over there, too. We on Spotify. We on Stitcher. We on all that shit, man. So check us out. Check me out. It's not even us. I mean, this is a one-man band over here. So, yeah, I'll see you guys next week. And I'm out.